it won't just be as easy as buying.
Also,
a
by the
stock.
way, are you kidding me? Buy the dips, dude. What are you talking about? If anything, I'd put money into the Irrelevant podcast.
Dude, I would invest in our podcast.
Yeah, it's
I would
buy
invest
the
in
dip,
it,
dude.
It's really good value right now. It's super cheap. Super cheap.
This is just so irrelevant.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Irrelevant Podcast, episode 20. This is 20. This is the big 2-0, dude.
Ooh,
We're about to pass our own age in episode numbers.
God, that's crazy, man.
That's good. We're going quick. We're doing well.
I feel like we keep on having like little gaps between episodes here or there because one of us has to leave or something.
Yeah, this one's my fault. I was away the last 2 weekends on some ski trips. They were a lot of fun.
My man was skiing.
I finally got it. We finally made it. We were able to go, which was super dope. We got snow both weekends.
Nice.
It snowed 14 inches.
I saw
this past
an image
weekend.
of you on Insta, and I really want to know what. Like, can you just put that image up on screen?
Yeah,
like,
sure.
right now.
What, me in the ski lift?
No. It was the image of you like on like a balcony or something.
Oh, at the hotel?
Yeah.
Yo, we stayed at this crazy hotel, the Waldorf Astoria.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this super nice hotel on Park City.
Okay.
It's dope. So sick. We got like these robes.
The robe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm rocking the robe, right? I got the hat because it's cold. It's like 20 degrees outside. But they give you these robes and slippers so you can go down to the hot tub.
Nice.
It's outside, but the hot tub's like super hot. So it's just steam coming out of it. We got to walk over there and it's freezing. So got the robe on, got the hat on, and you got to wear a mask, obviously, because we still got COVID going on. So I was just like, yo, this is the most ridiculous outfit I've ever worn in my entire life. Someone shoot a photo of this.
I saw that. And I was like, wow, Matt is living right now. I don't know what's going on, but
yeah, it was a
good
weekend retreat, you could say. Yeah, it was really good, though. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
And,
so you still enjoy skiing a ton?
Oh, love it. Love it, dude.
If you had to compare skiing to like what do you like more, like sporting wise, like skiing, like football, like
ooh, that's tough.
I know you love football.
Yeah,
I know you play a lot of flag football too.
Skiing is not it's not competitive.
You just like the adventure.
I don't love it because it's competitive because you're not competing with anyone.
Okay,
it's just like it's just fun to go out there and be. I think my favorite part about skiing, especially when it snows, this happened this past weekend too. I go like really deep in the woods where there's like way high up. You go to the very top. And they're called glades. It's like wood trails, basically. There's just trees everywhere, and you're weaving in and out of the trees kind of thing. I go as deep into the glades as I can.
It's pretty dangerous, though, doing that, right?
A little bit. Where literally no one's been. Like, it's fully fresh powder. No one's been. There's no tracks there or anything.
Yeah.
And you just sit there, and it's dead silent. Pure silence.
And you just like that feeling?
Oh, I love it. There's nowhere else in the world I feel like you can get that. Even if you, like, go in a room at night, and there's, you close the doors, it's completely pitch black, you're always going to have some kind of sound, whether it's like the air conditioner or like, someone down the street or a car riding by. You go in the woods here, but the way that the trees soundproof it and the snow soundproofs it, it's pure silence.
Are you like into meditating at all?
No, but this is like the closest I think I'd be to it. Yeah, this is kind of like my meditation.
Because it sounds like, like when you search up on YouTube, one of those videos where it's like, you are alone at night. Like I've seen a video on YouTube before where it's like walking down New York City while it's raining and there's nothing but the street noise and all this kind of stuff. And you're like, whoa, this is crazy. Like it's almost got this like aura around it that feels cool. Like that could be, dude, you should honestly just set up a camera, set up a microphone and just post that on YouTube as like a 4-hour video.
Dude, I could go up in the mountains and just
whatever that, like,
relax your body.
Like you have to hear like the wind or something, right?
Well, that's the thing. I'm talking
wind?
like, I should have taken a photo. It's very hard to capture what this place is like. Because I feel like very few people have been to this place.
It's just serenity.
It's like a spot. It's a thing. And almost any mountain you go to, you can find one of them. You're like, you got to find a spot where there's like a lot of trees around you.
Yeah.
Because they're huge. They're like, they go up like, 40 feet maybe. Mm-hmm. And there's snow everywhere after it snows. It's truly like a soundproof room, but you're in the middle of nature. And usually you have a great view. You can if you look out, you can see, all the mountains in front of you.
Can you
it's just nuts, dude.
Can you step in the snow really far or is it just,
well, so when we went the other day, I went
like, cause I remember sometimes with you and Milo,
yeah, we got stuck
going like to this like higher area and you guys were just going like, oh, like y'all were like falling over in the snow.
That was basically the same kind of area. Like we went off the back of the trail and try to go where no one's been to get that like really great powder.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's so deep and it doesn't compact at all because no one's been there. So it's just like pure fluff.
Nice.
So you step in and you're like up to your knees or your hips in snow. So usually you don't want to take your skis off because it's really easy to get stuck. The skis kind of spread your weight out, so you're kind of like floating on top of the snow a little bit, and doesn't go that deep. But if you take your boots off, you're going right down.
That's wild, man.
So yeah, just go up there.
I'd be too scared to like do that. I feel like.
The only reason I don't get scared is because I'm very confident in my ability for skiing. Like, I don't really worry about it.
He's a pro skier.
I will say I am pretty good at skiing. I am pretty dang good at skiing.
Dude, I'm so bad still. I can only go down greens and maybe one blue of the entire
You gotta
trip.
go, dude. We gotta teach you.
It's been a while, man.
I know.
So bad.
Next year. Hopefully next year. I know Milo wanted to come this year, but it wasn't in the cards.
That man's addicted.
He is. He loves it more than I do, which is crazy to say.
And he only like recently learned it like the last couple of years.
He picked it up in like 1 week.
Yeah. He's crazy.
He's nuts. I mean, you can pick it up in 1 week. If you really just go every day, all day, you'll get it pretty quick.
That's so awesome, though. I love that. For me, I feel like for me, it'd be like the sound of like a beach, like just like a private island kind of thing. Like I want just that sound of just the waves and maybe like a couple of seagulls or something, and just going like, that's it for me.
Yeah,
that'd be like my like
that's your
serenity wilderness moment. Even though it's not wilderness, it's the beach. But
I mean, yeah, you're in nature. That's like part of it.
Is a beach wilderness?
I would say no. Wilderness
I always think of
it's
trees.
like a little colder, yeah.
Yeah.
Like barren, more so.
Interesting. By the way, speaking of private islands and crazy challenges on private islands, this is a horrible segue, actually.
No, that was close. It took you like a couple seconds to get it, but I see where you're going with this.
All right, so we heard something recently that happened quite literally today before we were recording this podcast. Yatu hit us up on Twitter with something that we just heard about that we thought was absolutely insane. And apparently Mr. Beast, that's where the private island stuff comes into play, by the way. He always does stuff like that. A bunch of people, whoever's the last one to leave the island loses, all that kind of stuff. Anyways, though, apparently Mr. Beast is starting
It's calling it Creative Juice.
Creative Juice.
Which is a genius name for this.
It's a genius name for this. And it's also very much related to something that we talked about on the podcast before. If you guys remember in a previous episode, it might have been the last one or the second to last one. It was very recently.
Yeah.
We talked about the idea of what if you could invest in a YouTuber or a content creator or an influencer? Like, what if you could invest and like, I don't know, Mr. Beast to the moon, right? Like, I don't know, like what the vibe would be, but what if you could do that? And apparently Mr. Beast is actually starting that.
Yeah.
As of today, a new article came out, and Matt, I think you got it right there if you want to.
Yeah, basically it's Mr. Beast is launching Juice or Creative Juice equity financing for YouTubers, where you can basically buy minority stakes in YouTube channels, and he's personally investing $2 million of his own money. So think of it like just like we said, like if you can invest your money in any YouTuber, who would it be and why? And he's trying to create a platform that lets people actually invest money in YouTubers.
So it would be like a site, like I don't even know how to describe it, like a Coinbase for YouTubers or something.
Yeah, almost.
And I could put money into MC Sports Hawk and be like, okay, Matt, take me high, bro, take me.
Yeah.
And that puts money into your channel, and like basically it's like money that you can only use for business. I feel like there's going to have to be a lot of...
Yeah, there's got to be a lot of questions answered.
Yeah, because some people would just use the money.
Right. I mean, like, you don't want to... Well, I was going to say, why would you ever invest in MC Sports Talk right now? It's a bad investment.
No, don't say that.
Like if you just take... I'm sure there's going to be some kind of like... It won't just be as easy as buying
Also, by the way, are you kidding me? Buy the dips, dude. What are you talking about? If anything, I put money into the Irrelevant podcast.
Dude, I would invest in our podcast.
Yeah,
I would invest
the dip,
in it,
dude.
Dude, it's really good value right now. It's super cheap. Super cheap. No, I think it'd be cool. Like you can, like we said, you get like a smaller YouTuber you think is really good, like that guy Eric I was telling you about. You didn't even know about him. He's not small anymore. He's got over 1 million subs now, but. You put money into him, and he uses that money ideally for like equipment or travel expenses or video creation, like ideas.
There's gonna have to be some way they would have to call out what they're using the money for.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be like, it'll probably be like almost like what you get with a membership right now, right? But on a much larger scale. Like, and you also have equity in the company. You basically say, oh, I'll give you $100,000 and that creator will say, okay, I'm going to use $100,000 for this, this, and this, and there's some kind of mutual agreement that's what you use the money for, and if you don't, then you get your investment back.
Yeah.
I bet you that it sounds like a great idea, but it's going to be, now that I think about it more, it's going to be a tricky thing for the company itself to make sure that there's no funny business going on.
Yeah.
Right. And then also, like, I don't know. I also feel like there's going to be situations where a YouTuber will be like, oh man, if I could just, if I can get $50,000, I can do this whole thing. And then, they give away half of their channel, and they're like, they blow up, and then they're like, oh, this is so stupid. This is so shitty. Like, I only own half of my own IP because I sold it all for $50,000, not understanding what I was getting into. That's
so wild to me.
That's going to happen.
Yeah.
If this does work out, I think it's great. I'll tell you right now, if this happens, I will absolutely be investing. I think this is so cool.
It is really cool.
Because it combines two things I love, like a creative space and finance. Like, holy shit, this would be so much fun.
Yeah. To
be able to invest in other YouTubers. But, there's going to be a lot of things to figure out with the platform.
But it makes me wonder, like, what's the difference between doing something like that? I guess it's because you actually own part of it, right?
Yeah.
Like
you're an investor in like a company at that point.
The person the YouTuber would have to agree to let this happen.
Right.
And you're basically saying, okay, my JC Backfire company or whatever, like, I'm agreeing to have some percentage of that being owned by somebody else.
Yeah. You're willing to take on investors. I bet
that's what investing is at the end of the day. It's like, it's just kind of weird for me to wrap my head around though. Cause like YouTube is such a, like, it's a me thing. It's like this is only me.
Well, yeah, I would say historically, yeah, but I think it's trending way more towards like company driven channels.
That's true. I mean, to be frank with everybody listening, like most YouTube channels as well nowadays, as much as like, we come from the background of we did everything ourselves pretty much all the time. I mean, nowadays people have editors, people have there's so many more people involved in a project than just one person. It's unreal. Like even now I pay BAM to edit my videos because I don't have time.
Right.
But before I would edit my own videos, but like even now I don't, and I'm a much smaller channel than some of these channels that'd probably be a part of this. So like, they've got like a lot of people in the background working on this stuff. I mean, just think of it like a show, right? It's like,
yeah, pretty much. Like you're going to be investing in legitimate companies. You'd have to be a company for this to work, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there'll be different like scenarios where some people could be like, oh, it's kind of like a crowdsourced investment where there could be like 1,000 people that each get a very small fraction of a percentage.
Yeah.
And they each put in like $50 or whatever. And then that person gets funded that way. Or there'll be like big investors where it's like, I want 20% of like a huge channel.
Yeah.
And I'll put up $1 million or whatever for it. This is all like obviously just us coming up with what we think it'll be. None of this has been discussed in detail yet. This is literally just announced today.
Yeah, it's like breaking
happening.
News that's
so
happening.
Who knows what it'll look like?
Also, this is another interesting thing as well, because I feel like another thing that YouTubers and streamers, there's some public information about the like how much money they're making, sure, but I feel like a lot of it is like very hidden. Like some people don't know how much like subs cost. So maybe you would probably find out a lot more information of like are we gonna get to a point where like, okay, this person's like their channel is worth this much money? Like, is that?
Well, I was gonna go next with it. It's like if you're an investor,
you have to know that.
The thing is, it's interesting because it's like there's no I don't know. Like, does it put a valuation on a channel now?
I think it does,
because channels I've been bought and sold. That's the thing. I've actually sold one channel myself, but. Like so like just an example, if I invest 20% in Mr. Beast, right, and I own 20% of Mr. Beast's channel,
you need to know how much
when it goes up to 1 million subscribers and the value is ideally higher, can I sell my 20% back to Mr. Beast or someone else? And is it like a set preset value of what that's worth, or is it totally up to interpretation? Like it's kind of like the Wild West, and it's like
I feel like
I don't know.
I feel like it'd have to be somewhat not set in stone, because some people like. It wouldn't be based on like followers or anything like that, because
it's got nothing to do with it.
It's your engagement more than anything, right? It's the people who actively follow. It's the people who actively are subscribed and all that. So, I mean, you could have, I've seen people all the time on YouTube, they have 100,000 subs, but they get like 100 views a video, and I'm like, wait, what happened?
Yeah.
So it can't be just like a number reached. There has to be some sort of analytical, like, Like, what is the ad revenue making? I feel like,
Right.
Or
like 12-month trailing revenue is usually a good indicator of what a channel might be worth.
Yeah.
Or a way to start deciding.
This is really weird though. Like
it's nuts. I'm thinking about it more. It's like
it's cool, but I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't know.
I
how
don't know
they're gonna wrap
either.
their head
I don't
around
know
it.
because it's not really like a stock in the way that it's got like a fair market value, like a publicly traded thing.
Also, YouTube channels are talk about volatile. YouTube channels go.
Wow.
YouTube channels go up and down, up and down, up and down all the time.
Yeah.
This would be crazy.
Yeah, you
Kidding
have you can do really well, or if you have a scandal, you're like your value just drops through the floor.
You make one apology video.
Done, dude. One scandal, one apology video, and your value of your whole channel just drops through the roof.
Yeah. Also, what if they take a break for 2 weeks?
That's the thing is like you're investing in. Well, you're more so investing in a person than a company or a product, which is really weird. I like it, but you think Bitcoin's volatile. This would be a whole nother ball game.
Yeah. This would be weird.
You'd have to really vet who you're working with.
Wait.
What?
Wait. Does this mean, Matt,
Oh no.
that I can, me and you right now, or not right now, but whenever this happens, does this mean we're on the blockchain?
What do you mean? Oh, like if we put our channel on the blockchain? Well, I don't know if they're going to use
just
crypto.
makes no
I was
sense.
like, are you serious? Or
Are we, can I become part of the Cardano network?
dude, possibly. I mean, you already are. You already own
Can
some.
I make my entire channel an NFT?
Dude, that's what I was going to say next.
Dude, you know
What
what
if
I
they
heard?
incorporate crypto into this? See, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Dude, you know what I heard recently too? So my favorite musicians, Mike Shinoda, I'm pretty sure he's doing a song or an album or something on an NFT as well. And I'm just like, it just keeps happening. Like, what is up with this?
Milo and I tried to get one last night. I was middle of stream and I saw this notification from Beeple.
Yeah.
He was doing an auction.
Yeah.
15 minutes window. That's it. You had to register for the auction in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That was it. Only 7,000 people did it, which sounds like, like a lot, but think about it. 7,000 people.
Yeah.
1 out of 7,000 chance of getting. So if you get there's seven winners too. So it's basically a 1 out of 1,000 chance to win.
Wow.
And if you win, they were $7 each he was selling them for. $7. Do you know what the offers are for those right now?
What?
Not even 24 hours later.
What?
Look today. It was like $190,000. Can you imagine just making like 200 grand overnight just because you happen to get in this raffle and happen to win? You pay $7, you can get a Starbucks large coffee with that, and then you turn into $190,000, which can buy you a house in overnight. And I bet you that was like a couple hours ago. I bet you now the offers are even
That
higher.
is insane.
It's nuts. It's nuts. It's insane. Like if Milo and I win that raffle, like that's life-changing money.
Milo would be like,
Literally, you can buy a small house with that.
yeah.
That's insane, bro. So you pair that with a YouTube channel now. I don't know. I mean, the possibilities
Can
are
I
just
make a YouTube
unlimited.
a YouTube video NFT? Can we make
Why not?
Can we make? And also, by the way, guys, if y'all don't know what an NFT is, we talked about this before, but NFT is like, it's kind of like the digital. The best way I can describe it is like a digital baseball card.
Yeah.
Almost. It's like
a digital
it's
collectible.
It's a collectible that you own a digital certificate basically that says this is the only version of this file. Yeah. Basically.
Exactly.
And it's kind of weird because people are like, well, why can't you just take a picture of the baseball card online or whatever if it's a baseball card?
Yeah.
And it's like, no.
It's like, no.
You could, but I still own the only one that's this unique.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like owning like digital Pokemon cards, kind of, but with like art and all this other stuff and music, and it just keeps going further and further. But like, what if we could make a podcast episode NFT?
You probably can.
It's like, and you own the WAV file, the wave file,
the wave file for the podcast, dude. Honestly, we could do it. I could look into it if you guys wanted us to try it. I mean, I'd be down. Sell it for $1.
Someone owns the NFT of the Irrelevant podcast episode 50 or something.
Episode 50, yeah. You could do, well, I don't know. I mean, it's crazy. It's like the Wild West out there right now.
Yeah. It's cool though. It's really
cool. I
to-
just feel like it's so nuts. Like, it's just nuts.
Yeah. I just like how we were talking about investing in YouTubers and everything. And
then next thing you know,
it's like happening.
Who else to do it though, right? Mr. Beast would be the guy to do that.
It's got to be him. We got to talk to Chucky.
Dude, we got to get Chucky on. I talked to him he was.
If y'all don't know, Chucky actually works for Mr. Beast.
Yeah,
like,
he was supposed to come this past weekend.
No.
But he couldn't because they were recording a video that I cannot talk about, but I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Oh, man.
It's nuts. They're doing some crazy shit, but he was supposed to come. I was so stoked to catch up with him.
Yeah.
But he couldn't come. Last minute he had to bail because he had to stay there and help Jimmy with a video.
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
They're doing some cool stuff down there, yeah.
That's really cool.
We'll get him on eventually. We'll get him on the podcast at some point. I'm hoping this year.
Yeah.
And I think that'll be like a 2.5 hour episode, to be honest, because there's so much to talk about there.
Yeah.
But speaking of YouTubers and volatility and investment,
speaking of apology videos,
someone lost a lot of his investors, his brands this week. That's been the talk of probably the whole internet at the moment.
Right. Like we definitely needed to cover this at some point on the podcast because it's been happening and we've been kind of away, so we haven't really had a chance to cover it too much. But there's been so much drama with David Dobrik. It's not even like funny. Like the whole,
it's crazy.
It's really serious too. Like the entire vlog squad, really. It's pretty crazy because I remember like always watching David Dobrik's videos like years ago, and like, you know, I always thought it was insane how you could pump out that many videos that fast, and all the crazy stuff they do in those videos, right? But oh my gosh, do you want to like say what's been going on? It's been nuts.
I feel like if you're a part of the
probably
YouTube scene, you kind of have an idea of what's going on at least a little bit. But yeah, basically one of the old vlogs was under fire because of the content that was in it, involving Dirty Dom and just the vlog squad in general.
Yeah.
And one of the girls that was in the video came out really upset about the whole situation and kind of wondering why David hasn't said anything. He hasn't like addressed it at all, because the video is like 3 years old.
Yeah.
It's been around for a while, and he finally had a video apology or talking about this. I think it was 2 days ago.
Yep. Came
out 2 days ago. And he basically goes through everything and apologizes and, says he messed up and talks about it. And I think from what I saw in the comments and, the like to dislike ratio, it seems like people were mostly, I guess they're probably happy that he said something.
Yeah.
Instead of just ignoring
they're
it.
still not happy with the fact that he left out some stuff still.
He left out some stuff. Yeah. And then also the timing of it, I think people were really upset about because news broke that all of his major sponsors, like DoorDash, was it DoorDash or Uber Eats? I don't know. It was like SeatGeek. All of his major stuff, all of his major sponsors basically cut ties with him.
And when you only talk after all of that, it kind of seems
it's definitely not like
there's like a cloud over that in a way. It's like you could be the most, I don't know, you could have the most heartfelt, genuine apology that you could possibly try to have, but like when you only do it after all of these like investors back out and all this kind of stuff, it feels very like it just doesn't, it feels off.
It's subject to scrutiny for good reason. I mean, if he was going to do that, because the thing is, he did do another video on his Views podcast channel that was 2 minutes and didn't really...
Horrible video.
It was like kind of useless.
Right now, horrible video.
It was like 2 minutes long and it was super useless.
Yeah, if he didn't make that video and just had this one, it would be a lot better too. But like...
It might have been less attacked because people now know, okay, you already made an attempt at this, understood that things were going on. It's not like you were blind to it.
Yeah.
And now you're making the real apology video because all the sponsors pulled out.
Yeah, it's like having to do two apology videos is very weird.
It definitely is definitely not great on his part. But I think the most important thing in situations like this, well, first of all, he's definitely in the wrong, but I think Dirty Dom is the one who really needs to be making some kind of announcement on like what happened.
Yeah, it's really freaking weird that he's... but it isn't too weird. I'm sure he's like hiding out of his mind or scared to even say anything. But like, dude, like it's bad. Like, I mean, like we don't want to like go into detail too much because we don't know, like,
we don't know the whole situation.
Yeah, we don't know the whole situation. Also, just for the sake of everybody, we don't want to like say anything that's really
triggering or Yeah. And I think for the most part, this podcast, we try to keep it positive.
Yeah, we try to like
just discuss what's going on in the
talk
scene.
about,
and you kind of have to talk about something like this because
it's taken over the entire internet.
It has. And it is important that David is accountable for any involvement that he had, and that everyone else that's involved in it is accountable for things that they did wrong and recognize that and be proactive to be better. I think that's super important that he at least made a video acknowledging some of the things or the things he thinks he did wrong and apologizing for that. But I mean, at the end of the day, apologies, it really is just words. It's more about the action.
Yeah, it's more about like what happens from here. I think if anything, and if you don't know what's been going on, essentially it's like, I think there's been this thing with YouTubers and content creators and all this kind of stuff where there's this power dynamic, basically. Like when you, like, especially between content creators and fans, like there's this power dynamic in a way of like, I think some people either don't know or they abuse it, one of the two. But some people have a power like to really, really like take advantage of people and take advantage of situations. And like it's kind of hard to explain, but like I don't know, like if there's a really big YouTuber like 10 million subscribers and someone recognizes them on the street, like it's a celebrity moment. It's like, right. I want to be involved with this guy's video. I want to be involved with this guy's vlog or his content because I want to be seen in a video, right? And there's this power dynamic because of that. And I think it's just kind of, it's just super, super, I don't know the right way to explain it, but it really like, it boggles my mind that it took this long for somebody to like say something about that kind of thing. Like it boggles my mind that I absolutely like hate cancel culture in a lot of ways. Like I think the cancel culture for some things is really, really dumb and annoying because I do believe that people can change over the span of 5 to 10 years, right? Like especially when you're going back really, really late in somebody's like early years. There's stuff I don't agree with that I said like 5 years ago, and same I'm sure with a lot of people. But with this case, it's like one of the main cases where I'm like, nah, this is effed up. Like this is really effed up. And I feel like people need to realize that when they're filming and when they're doing vlogs in public and they are literally a celebrity, you are a celebrity, you have a power dynamic. You have this power over your fans subconsciously that you need to like realize, and you need to understand that sometimes people are going to say yes, even though they really like, you need to like understand some people say yes, but really they're saying it because of the power dynamic and not because of, because they actually think yes. Like, you know what I mean? Like you
need
like,
to be really sure you have true consent is what
right.
I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah. Like there was a lot of awful stuff that happened with that sort of thing. And I think Dom is probably completely in the wrong for what he did. And I really hope, honestly, I really hope people pursue it more because it's really effed up. And I really, really hate that happened to anyone in this world. Like it's just
I think
awful.
It's kind of like a thing that's been happening for the last couple of years, right? Like times are changing and people are being more aware of that these things are not okay and they need to be addressed. I agree with you. I don't think cancel culture is the best way to do it most of the time, because what ends up happening, and this is not every situation, they're all different, but I think what happens is like someone makes a mistake, something wrong, people call them out for it, and then it goes too far where everyone hops on board and starts saying things that are equally, well, maybe not equally, but just as bad almost. Yeah. To that person, to the point where it like really, really messes them up mentally, and it's not really solving the issue of calling it out and making a change and making the community aware of this. Yeah. It like, I don't know if I have any specific examples. I don't really want to get into the darkest parts of this kind of thing, but like if you go to the point where you're telling the person to hurt themselves or like you don't deserve to be here anymore, like that's not solving anything. Like you're really not helping the issue here. The cancel culture is like, it's really not good. It's not a good thing. You need to be able to address there's a problem here. And I think that's happened across the board in the past 2 years, like with all different kinds of political and social.
Oh, there's
things.
There's so much internet wise that has come out the last 2 years about
Yeah.
people. It's unreal.
Yeah,
Like,
and I think it's great that we're addressing that and trying to make a change as a society and being proactive about it. But be considerate that you're not taking it too far. Like you can be constructive criticism and calling people out when they're wrong, but you don't need to be a piece of shit to them in the process and like, say things that you wouldn't say normally to, just someone that you're like, if it was your friend that was in that situation, right?
yeah.
You want to tell your friend, hey, what you did was wrong. This is why it's wrong. This is why it can never happen again. But you wouldn't tell your friend to go end themselves. Like
Right.
you would never do that.
Right.
That doesn't help anybody.
Right. I agree
So
with
I
you
think in that way, like cancel culture is not really the best solution, but it does need to be addressed. These things need to be addressed. And I think one other thing I wanted to say is that I think a lot of like vloggers,
Yeah.
because Logan Paul was also in a situation that was quite horrible. I think it's a kind of an issue for YouTubers in general. Like you tend to get lost in the content that you're making. Like you said, he's pumping these out every day at a super high level of quality and entertainment and like constant energy.
And
you
they
kind of get lost in what's acceptable and what's not acceptable.
right.
And
It's like, yeah, we could DM people to come over. That's not going to end horribly. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of like reckless to me. Like it's just so, I don't know. Like I used to watch David's videos in the past and everything, and the whole situation just kind of seems like, it's like, dude, come on. Like this whole situation that y'all tried to do with this video just irks. Like, this is not a good idea, like in any sort of way. And then it led to something awful, which granted, to what we know, David didn't know of the awful thing happening later that night, but it still led to it. Like it's still like that power dynamic led to it. And I just feel like, creators need to be a little bit more aware of how much, how they're seen by people. Like I think some people don't know like how much they truly, you make content on the internet, but yeah, you're a celebrity, and people will do crazier things than normal because you're a celebrity,
because of the cloud level
and also people are afraid to say no because you're a celebrity,
right?
And that's not good. Like you really gotta like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I guess I'm just saying like the situation just disappoints the hell out of me because I'm like, bro, come on. Like y'all are like, I think they're like honestly idiots for buying alcohol for fans if that's what they did. We don't even know who exactly bought alcohol, but there's like a whole thing on social media of like who bought the alcohol, and like some people are getting interviewed about it and some people are saying I didn't buy it, I didn't know that would lead to this. And it's like, dude, just at the end of the day, like everybody should have known this is not a good idea. And you need to realize that at the end of the day, you have a platform, and your platform affects people. Like your platform is not like I don't know. Like your platform is going to persuade and take control of people in ways that you might not even understand.
Yeah, I think,
and I just wish creators need to be more, not only just be better people, but just like you need to like have like a step back for a moment and think about your content, your platform, everything you built, and just go, okay, if I was a fan looking at this, like how does it look, and how does like, would I be scared in this situation to say no, or would I, like, it's just, I feel bad. I just feel really bad for the victims because I'm like, I don't know, like it's just very, very, it just sucks, man. Like it just overall sucks, and I'm glad David's apologizing, but still at the end of the day, like David's not the one. Granted, he's losing partnerships and sponsors and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, he's not even the victim in the situation. It's the people who got really, really like hurt that night, and I just feel bad for them, and I just hope, I really, really hope that that people don't abuse their power too much in this space, because this space started out as a very pure space. It was like, we're the weird kids.
We're the weird kids.
We're the weird kids who like don't have any friends, and no one, like, I don't know, like when I started YouTube,
Wow.
hey, look, I'm just saying.
Wow.
When
Thanks, man.
No, that's not what I mean. When I started YouTube, it was like that sense of like, no one really believes in this.
It's a creative space.
You know,
That's like, you know, like it's an underdog creator space.
yeah, it's like the underdog creative space. It's like no one really believes in this outside of it too much. The main friends I have are the other friends who think the same way I do, and
Right.
making content and all this kind of stuff. But now we're to the point now where creators are not like, the creators are celebrities. They are celebrities.
The big ones are celebrities.
Yeah.
I think to your point with that though, like because that, like a Logan's another good example of this, right? Because it's something really bad happened for someone that's really big. That it's like, how can you be that stupid?
Right.
I think, and I'm not saying taking any excuse off of what they did and them that being completely wrong.
Right.
But when you are at that level and you have that following, you obviously have a team around you. You need to have someone on your team that is the person that is the check and balance of your content. Before you make it, before it goes out, there is no reason why you cannot afford to hire someone that has no other interest in the channel
But
other
making
than
sure that
making
everybody's
sure,
okay.
Hey, this is a bad idea. We're scrapping it.
Yeah.
I'm overruling your creative input on your own channel because this is a terrible idea. Find something else to do.
Yeah.
See, in both situations, like on a smaller creator, that doesn't work because you can't pay someone to do that, and that's like But for a David Dobrik,
people with millions of dollars,
or
like,
a Logan Paul, absolutely. And he did mention that in his apology video, and I was like, okay, that's great. Why the hell did you not have that before? How do you watch someone like Logan do what he did and not say, yo, probably a good idea to have one person on our team, if not the freaking manager of the team, be like, yo, this is a terrible idea. Do not do this.
Yeah.
You need to have that person because, again, there's just no excuse at all. They got to be fully accountable for their actions.
Right.
But anyone else that's on this level of YouTube, it's very, I can see like it's happened twice now, and it's probably happened more than we know about. It's easy to get lost in your content and get lost in, you know, trying to build this something that's going to be so good for a viewership perspective. That's crazy. But it's very easy to get lost in what's okay and what's not okay. So having someone on your team that you choose to put there is your own action of preventing this kind of thing from happening in the future. So I think that's like kind of one of the ways you can prevent this from happening moving forward. So hopefully it does implement that. And hopefully other creators on this level do that too. Even if their content's completely, you know, like kosher and PG friendly.
If you're not going to like try to, just not, I don't know, like, if you're not going to try to, like, and I'm serious with like this statement, like if, you know, abusing your power as a content creator, it very much is that situation. Like that's basically the situation.
I think again, I want to preface this every time. It's not an excuse, but it is probably hard sometimes to understand when you are taking advantage of what you're doing, when you're just thinking about the content, just thinking about, you know, what would be best.
But I'm saying like, if you, look, if you need to make the judgment, like, okay, how crazy is my content right now? Should, like, I don't know. To me, like, I just look at it, I'm like, David, you should have freaking known this was not a good idea.
Yeah.
And it's your fault for not knowing it's a good idea. And not only that, it's your fault for not even having, like you said, like a precaution of a person
of having someone to help you recognize that, yo,
like, just check your brain, dude.
Yeah,
like,
just
is
like
this
a
good?
little guy on your shoulder, because you know,
it's like a
everyone's
PR,
different.
like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you are on that level, there is no reason why you shouldn't have that person on your team that is just there to check the content to make sure this is not a stupid idea.
When you get millions of views per video and you're literally vlogging every single day of your life, you would think that you would have that.
You would think. But I guess it takes these kind of situations happening for change to be made. You know?
But so. I mean, again, it's just a wild situation. I really hope that, I don't know, like we've sort of been talking circles about it, but at the end of the day, I just hope that the victims can find some peace about it. I don't know if I can't remember if it's one victim or multiple, but I think there's probably more than one in the group. I would assume, but I really hope, you know, things get better from here, if they can. And I really hope that there is some justice that could potentially happen as well from, oh my God, not even David, but Dom. Like that is just unreal.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be legal justice for this kind of situation. I mean, this is a serious thing. So
yeah, I'm very curious to see what happens in the next coming months with everything. But
I would love to see David do something that's like truly proactive, that isn't like kind of in response to this.
Yeah.
You know, that shows, hey, like he actually means what he says.
Yeah, because so far he just like he's saying he'll do better, but like, are you really gonna see that person he hires to make sure his content's okay? Are you really? Because he said he's hiring like an HR team or something, right? Like he said.
Yeah, but not even that. Like,
yeah.
Hate to keep bringing up the Logan thing. Like, I'm not trying to idolize him or anything like that, because what he did was terrible. But he made like active, motions to try to be better. Like he donated $1 million to the suicide prevention. I don't know if it's foundation or what, but he also had a guy on that literally they had a whole video about talking about this kind of stuff. Like that kind of stuff. Yes, it might seem a little gimmicky, but at least he's actually doing this stuff to better himself and get, exposure to the situation and help the audiences that he has know, like, this is what this stuff's all about, that kind of thing. So I think David could definitely do something like that to kind of make things a bit more, like to prove his apology almost is what I'm saying. Because words at the end of the day are words. I'm an action kind of guy. I want to see that you mean what you say. Right. So hopefully this is as bad as it was. Hopefully it's another positive step in the right direction for the YouTube community and the creator community and just society in general, I guess. Yeah. It's wild, man. It's truly wild. I feel like this was like we started out hot and now we're like this really deep. We're just sad talk. It's just you hate to see that happen. It sucks. It sucks to see it. It really does. Especially when you think about, like, if you ask me, that's one of the guys, like, this guy's untouchable. Like, this guy's the face of YouTube, more or less. Him and Mr. Beast. 2 years ago that would happen. Dude, never. It would have been like, you're out of your mind. This guy's like the best guy. Like, he's one of the best guys on the internet. He's an amazing creator. Gives people cars. Yeah, he's so generous. he like kind of like Mr. Beast in a way. It's like, the more you know. The more you know. The more you know. Well, you want to go out with some happy news? Yeah, I want happiness. Okay. Give me some positive. Is it red up there still? Yeah, it's still. All right, good. Because I want some happiness. Okay. Yeah, camera's still rolling. We're all good. This is gonna be a completely opposite story, but as we've been talking about investing into streamers, into YouTubers, I remember on a podcast where we talked about this, I said that I would invest in the streamer known as Ludwig. Okay. My boy Ludwig. Okay. Mm-hmm. And Matt apparently has no idea what's been going on with Ludwig. I actually have no clue what's going on. He doesn't know, but it's a really, really big I've been deal. Out in the wilderness. Yeah, true. You've been just sitting in the forest. I've been zen in my in the mountains. But you're going to love this. You're going to think this is so funny. Right now, Ludwig is the most current subscribed person on Twitch. Okay. The most subscribers, okay. Yeah. It's insane. First of all, he wasn't to that level before too much. This is the first time he's ever been there. No. Oh, I have no idea who this guy is. How do you not know who Ludwig is? I don't. I know the name, but I've never watched a single. Okay, well let me preface it like this. Ludwig is just a very funny guy. He does a lot of like just chatting streams, a lot of like he's done a lot of videos like my chat buys me everything from Amazon. They can, and I see what it is. He'll play games with multiple people. He's played all types of games. Like he's very much in that like niche Twitch community of like Valkyrie and Sakuno, or Sakuno. I can't remember exactly how to say his name. My apologies, everybody, because I know there's some really big fans of him. Also, just his girlfriend, Cutie Cinderella. Oh my gosh, the cat just like put her paw through the door, and that was terrifying. Oh my God. Hello, Marley. Do you want to say hi? Look at her. She's so cute. Keep going about Ludwig. Marley's so cute. Oh my gosh. Anyways. So Ludwig did something that he normally does, which is a subathon. All right. Okay. Do you know what a subathon is? Can I explain this to you? Gather what it is. So like on a Sunday like subathon or whatever. Hi, Marley. Marley, do you want to sub with Twitch Prime? Oh, she's so cute. Hi. Hi. Oh. You want to talk? You want to chat? Dude, look at this. She had a mat like matted
Oh,
hair.
no.
We had to cut it off.
No.
bald. All right,
Oh,
see you
she's
later.
gone. Bye, Marley.
She's a fluffing everywhere.
Okay, so Ludwig did a subathon, and his subathon essentially worked like this. Okay. He would do a very, very long stream on Sunday, and for every single sub, the timer would extend
Oh God.
for how long he's streaming.
Oh no.
Okay.
For how long for each sub?
I don't know. I don't know the exact.
Like a couple minutes or?
I think it's like maybe like a minute a sub or something. I'm not sure. I don't know the numbers on that because I wasn't watching when that was happening. So basically, Matt, this has spiraled. And what started as a one-day thing turned out to be a multiple day thing, to the point where I think he has been streaming for a week now without stopping.
Oh my Lord.
And so what he's doing is the timer keeps going up because people are subbing. And every single time it gets to like a lower point where there's like, okay, let's say 10 hours left. People are like, or let's say 9 hours left. People are like, get it to 10 so he has 10 more hours. And they just boost his sub count like crazy. He trended on Twitter like one of the first nights because he kept his stream on all night.
Was he on it?
Yes, he was sleeping.
Oh, so
on
he's like
stream.
just going through his motions on
Yes.
stream the entire time.
Yes,
Is he still? We gotta pull.
Oh,
this up
you have
now.
to pull it up. He's probably still live right now. Also, when he takes showers on stream, but he just takes it in his shorts, so you can see him shower.
Oh, he brings the camera into the shower with him?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And he's just doing everything on
What?
stream. He's watching stuff. He's playing stuff. He's just literally doing
He is
everything.
still alive. No.
There was one day, Matt, where
Hold on.
oh, what's she doing? There was one day where he slept and he woke up and it was like 69 hours left when he woke up. And he was just like, he woke up and he's like, oh my God, I have to keep going. And he just refuses to stop. He's put a cap on it for a month. He says, I will not go past a month
Of constantly live?
as long as the sub is still like active, like the sub countdown is there. So basically, I think it's going to happen. I think he's going to end up streaming for a month because people are not going to let this stop. This has never happened before on Twitch, to my knowledge. And let's see, he's live. Right? Is he live right now?
Yeah, he's live.
All right. Right now, his timer at the top left says he has 30 hours left. He has 30 hours left, Matt.
He's got quick break BRB. He's playing some like videos from him, I guess.
But it's insane. Like, I have not seen the timer really go below like 30 hours. I have no idea. Like, as soon as it goes to 29.
I gotta know what's the number, because you could do the math real quick and find out how long it will take before, like how many subs you would get if you got for a month.
I don't know. But you know how much money
This is so genius.
Go to his YouTube channel really fast. All right. I want you to scroll down and just type in Ludwig on YouTube. I live streamed every day of my life. What is the title?
I live stream every day of my life for 3 days, and here's how much I earned.
It's like $140,000.
From just Twitch?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's $140,000. Is that from subs?
I think it's like
mostly?
subs, donations, and everything. And but
140 in 3 days. So if he
I
does
think
a
it was
month,
140. It's at least 100. I remember it was at least 100K.
Okay, let's just say it's 140. It's one. I mean, if it's the same thing every single 3 days for the whole month, it's 100. Yeah, $1.4 million in 1 month.
Yeah. I think he probably will make more than that too.
Probably.
He'd probably make like 2 million. Is that insane or what?
No, that's not insane or anything. That's just so casual, totally normal, right, man? I'll just pop in my stream and make 2 million real quick, no problem.
Hey, but
That's
you have
crazy.
to live stream nonstop.
Bro, if I live stream 30 days straight for 2 million, done. I will literally buy all the equipment to make it banging. Like every corner of the house will have a camera in it.
The thing is, though, I don't even know if somebody can do this now again because it's like it's so hyped that he's doing this.
Right, it's like his thing. I'm surprised no one else has tried that idea before.
Yeah, it's
See,
very
the
much
thing
like it's like a Mr. Beast thing. But
Yeah,
on Twitch,
kind of.
Right.
That's genius, because you have to have like at least a good following to be able to keep that up.
Yeah.
Because someone small, like I don't think you or me would ever be able to get to that level. There's no way.
Right.
There wouldn't be enough support there. But that's nuts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I told you, I was like, I think Ludwig's one of those streamers that I think.
Bro, you would have went to the moon. To the moon,
I wish I could
bro.
have invested with Mr. Beast thing.
Your
right?
investment would have been crazy right now.
I just thought it was nuts though.
better than Cardano.
But yeah, I thought it was crazy that he literally just like started out, and there was another bit where his timer, his timer like dropped like 10 hours. I think he either caused it to drop 10 hours on his own or it glitched out. And as soon as it happened, the chat retaliated. And
the chat retaliated.
Bro, I've never seen that many gifted subs in my entire life. Like literally just insane numbers. And him and like all of his mods were just going, because you could just see the timer going, another hour, another hour, another hour, another hour. And you're like,
oh my
he's
God.
Like, and there's people making videos like on YouTube as well. They're going, Twitch streamer is held hostage by his chat.
Oh my Lord.
Because he kind of is.
Kind of is, yeah.
And then the other thing too is, yeah, like I was just, I don't know. I was just blown away by the fact that he could do that. And not only that, but it hasn't been done too much before.
Is he U.S.?
Yeah.
Where in the
Pretty
U.S.,
sure.
do you
know?
Ludwig.
I want to say it's California, but I'm not sure.
Oh, shit. Just go pay him a visit.
On stream.
Yeah. Easy. No problem.
Like as he's streaming.
Yeah, just come pop in and say hi.
I feel like he's going to probably do that with some places as well.
That's awesome, man. I mean, that's genius. I think that's so cool that there's so many creative ideas like that are happening. And it's like, it's going super well, obviously, for him. So that's super dope.
It's funny because his girlfriend, who's also a streamer, Cutie Cinderella, she would like come onto the stream. She's like, I haven't seen my boyfriend in like days. Like I literally chat has literally stolen my boyfriend. And
do they live together or no?
Yeah, they do.
Oh my God. And she still hasn't seen it.
Yeah. But I think I saw like the other night they were watching like a movie together on Twitch. They're just both laying in his what was it? His Cars bed. His Disney Cars bed. Or Pixar. Is it Pixar or Disney? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it's Pixar. I mean, same thing, really.
They're both just watching a movie with like 40 hours left on the timer.
Dude,
I did a 24-hour stream and I wanted to die.
Oh, you wanted to die?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine. That being, oh God, that's got to be
But granted, he gets to sleep though.
I mean, you have to, right? How you can't stay up for more than a couple days, period. That would be really not healthy.
Yeah, it'd be very, very bad if you try to attempt that. But that's what's happening in the world of Twitch right now.
Well,
Ludwig is just he's not stopping the stream.
do you know how many subs he has total?
I think he has, I mean, one of the things I saw was like, it's probably like 70K or maybe even more than that. If you look up like he did pass like the top subs on the platform.
Currently though, they're not the all time.
Not the all time. The all time is Ninja. And that's what I was going to talk to you about as well. This whole situation really put into perspective for me how popular Ninja was during Fortnite.
Did he have like 400,000 subs at one point? Like some outrageous
I think it's like 200.
number?
I think it's like 200,000. Yeah. I could be wrong about that, but it's definitely like double what Ludwig has right now. And Ludwig has like this entire movement of people trying to keep his stream alive and keep him going. Ninja was just playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
And had 200,000 subs or something like that on Twitch.
Yeah, but Ninja was also insane. Like he was so mainstream.
Yeah.
See, the fact that I didn't even hear about this Ludwig stuff tells me that it makes sense that Ninja was a lot bigger, because Ninja was, they were talking about like mainstream media was picking up him playing with Drake.
Right.
Like it was everywhere.
It's so weird to me though that like it just goes to show you like how popular Fortnite was and its its prime state. Like
I don't know if there's ever been a more popular game at the peak.
I don't think so.
I really don't think there has been.
I don't think so, because we always think back to like Modern Warfare 2 and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't even come close.
No, it's not even close.
Yeah. Like you'd see like Call of Duty on the news, and you'd see Halo on the news back in the prime of Halo.
The only games I could see being maybe bigger are like StarCraft or something like that's got a huge following in Europe and Asia, because they have a lot of people that
League or something.
Yeah, like some game that's not maybe as popular here, but is really, really popular there.
Yeah, because
they have a lot more people than we do.
But it's still not even like I've never seen Twitch numbers on anything.
That's
other
true.
Than,
no, I mean,
like
remember Fortnite's free to play.
Free to play changed the game.
That is a game changer, and it is exponentially more people can play when it's free to play.
It's true,
and it's on every platform. I mean, that's the key ingredients to having a lot more players.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's my story. We had the sad story and we had the good story.
Got the happy story and the sad story, and
Also investing in YouTubers. It's
We
happening.
got it all today.
I don't know what you're going to title this podcast. There's a
No
lot
idea.
of good ones here.
Every week I figure that out. I'm just like, I don't really know the title of this, so maybe we'll just say insert title here.
Yeah. Well, it's good to be back.
It is good to be back, man. It's gonna be. I don't have any travel plans for the next couple months. I'm gonna be locked in LA, working. Hopefully, getting back outside and playing and doing stuff again if things open up.
Dude,
I'm excited, man.
I want to get the vaccine.
Me too.
I wish.
Me too. Can you believe it's almost April?
No.
I mean, that's just like, what? This year just started. It's April.
I saw like like that Twitter account that's like, this year is this percentage done already.
Yeah.
It's like this bar. Bro, it makes no sense. It's like 20 or 30%.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, April would
what?
be, it would be 1/4, 25% when it hits
F
April 1st.
that.
That's nuts. That's that's crazy.
Yeah, April.
Where did the last 3 months go?
April's Q2.
Yeah. We're already a quarter done, dude. It's nuts. I'm going to say it like 40 more times, or we can just end the podcast. It's nuts.
It just doesn't feel like this. This year just felt like I was really hyped for 2021. I was like, yeah,
Dude, you're getting me all depressed right now. Don't act like that.
I just think it's like gone by really fast. Like,
it's going by we're still in it.
Like,
it's not over.
I'm telling you guys, if you are listening to this podcast and you're in high school, for instance, I'm telling you guys, when you are in college or past college, there is something with how our brains feel time or something where everything feels faster. Yeah. Every year that I've been alive, every year feels faster. That may be me being insane. I don't know. But I remember like going to school, like in like middle school and stuff. And the whole day would take so long to get through, like so long. Like it would just be like, oh my God. I remember, dude, oh my God. My middle school, I had 8 periods. I had 8 classes.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah. That's what we had too, yeah.
How's that even possible?
Yeah, 8. Like 40 minutes each.
Yeah, it was really, we sit down. All right. Period 2. Let's go. we sit down. We had 8 classes, 1 snack break, and lunch. How did we fit all that into the day? I don't even know. And it still felt long. Like I'd be on like class 2 and I'd be like, oh my God, I have 6 more.
Yeah.
6 more. And this is why I hated middle school above all the rest. Because I had so many classes at once, they were just like, yeah, just do all the homework. Like, because we don't have a ton of time during the day, you have homework for worst. 8 classes.
You have 40 minutes, which is actually good because it breaks it up.
Yeah.
But you get like nothing
but they wouldn't
done,
break it up.
And then it's like, yeah, just do it all at home. Every class.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah, we didn't get anything done today, so do it all at home.
I remember having 8 things of homework, a lot. And I was like, I would talk to my dad, I'm like, this is dumb. Like, why don't we do like a block system like high school? So that way I only have 3 or 4.
You had block system in high school? We had 8 periods in high school too.
Oh my God, no.
And it was just brutal.
Actually, wait, we had 5. We did 5.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
Better. See, I think it's funny that you mentioned like time feels quicker now, but you also answered kind of why in your statement about high school or middle school. It felt like forever because you wanted it to be over so bad. You're like dreading, like, oh, I got 8 more of these to go. God damn. But now I don't have enough time in the day to do what I want to do. Like there's just not enough time. Time is like the most important thing.
Right.
More than money because it's limited.
Oh,
right?
dude, it's insane.
The day goes like that. The week goes like that. The year's going like that because it's just like, I want to do all these things. I'm doing all these things. And next thing you know, it's gone. It's over. It's done.
Dude, I literally think about how much free time I have during the week. And it's literally like, it hardly doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
It's like work, stream, sleep, wake up,
rinse, repeat.
Yep. Work, stream, see girlfriend, sleep.
See girlfriend. Stream for 35 hours. Sleep.
Yeah, like there's been a lot of nights too where Em's like, you gotta stay up longer. I'm like, yeah, I gotta stay up longer. I'm sorry. Like I have to like work on something, or stream, right? And I don't know. Basically what I'm saying is to everybody listening, even though I know the pandemic has made school really, really weird, I absolutely get that. But be lucky
Be lucky. Be happy.
Be happy.
Be lucky.
Be lucky. Be happy
Get luck.
that you're not as old as us if you're younger than us. Because I
Yes.
swear to God,
Yes.
it gets faster.
Dude,
and you're going to realize at one point, you're going to go, oh my God.
I'm almost 30.
I'm almost, yeah. I started feeling that a little bit. And you're older than me.
Yeah, it's bad. You always have
apologize.
your parents say that to you. You're like, yeah, whatever. I'm young, whatever. Like, you don't really think about it too much. And then next thing you know, you blink your eyes and you're what your parents' age was at one
Dude,
point.
I'm gonna
and
be
you're like, what the?
I'm going to be 24 this year.
Woo! 24. I'm going to be 28. Yo, that's the worst, dude. Just the worst sounding thing you could hear. Other than getting to 30, that just sounds even worse.
Hey.
Yeah. Cherish the time you have. That's definitely a good point to end the podcast on here.
Cherish the time you have.
Be happy.
Be happy. Be lucky.
As crazy as it sounds, high school and college definitely, but high school even I think it can be a really good time of your life. It really can. Like it's a really fundamental. Like you really start to learn who you are, what you like, and you can build friendships that will last a long time. So like really don't take that for granted.
You have an opportunity in school to meet a lot of people or have opportunities to meet a lot of people that you otherwise, like, I'm talking like right now in my life, I have no idea how to meet people. Like, cause there's just, what can I do?
Sounds so sad.
Well, it's like, what can I do?
don't know how to make friends.
I mean, the only people you're going to meet is like work.
Well, with the pandemic, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But work when you can. And then, I mean, I already knew you from work,
friend
basically.
of a friend.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like that whole thing of, I don't know, like the high school friends you can make, the college friends that you can make.
You're forced into being in a place with them in a similar environment. Yeah.
Because like I don't have the time in my day to like, I don't know, go to a coffee shop and just go
strike
meet
up
somebody.
a convo. Yeah.
Like, and plus you can't even do that right now with the pandemic, really.
Yeah,
So
that's a fair point. School is a huge opportunity to easily meet
man.
people, even though it might not sound easy.
Yep.
You're both there, and you both have to be there, so you might as well start talking.
I didn't meet a ton of people in school, and if there's any regret that I do have is that I was more involved in college to meet more people.
Yeah.
Because I only had like a couple of friends really in college, and I feel like I could have had a lot more if I really, really tried. Not to say I'm awesome or anything.
No, that's a fair point, because you were working on YouTube a lot at the time, your free time, and then that's not really a social activity as far as
I sacrificed this for you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I did it for you.
I did it for you, the viewer.
Yeah.
Nah. But now you do think about that. I'm like, bro, I should have been in like a film club.
Dude, something.
Like,
yeah.
Why didn't I do that?
I was in a fraternity. I mean, I knew every single dude. I knew way too much about every single dude because I had to. You know everything about these people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely get involved. That's a good point too.
Get involved. Always get involved.
Cherish time. Get involved. And
how do we get to this?
I don't know. We're kind of rambling now, but it's not bad. But it's also going to be up on Thursday. I was going to say have a great week, but the week's pretty much over by the time you see this. So we're kind of all over the place this week. But next week's episode, hopefully, will be out on Monday, which means we have to record it in the next couple of days. Leave us some topics because we're going to need them. Unless something else crazy
This
happens.
is a good one, though. There's a lot of things to talk about in this
No,
one.
there was. But now we have nothing to talk about in the next couple of days.
Damn it.
Crap! I am going on Pat's podcast on Friday.
Nice.
I'm going to be on What's in the Basement. So check that one out.
What's in the basement? It's Patrick.
It's Patrick and Matrick.
It's Patrick Star.
All right, guys. We'll see you in a couple days on Monday.
Also, if you guys have ever been to Trejo's Tacos in California, it is literally one of my favorite places.
Like it?
Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah, you can just end the podcast there. But dude, I bought this water bottle from there. It's alkaline water. I refilled it with normal water now, but it came with alkaline water. Never had that in my life. It's 9.5 on the pH scale. Okay. I don't even know what that means, but it felt wild.
I don't even know what that means.
Dude, it feels good.
It feels good?
Have you ever had alkaline water?
Maybe. I don't, I know Smart Water has an alkaline water.
I don't know if it's the same.
Maybe not. I mean, it's not.
You have to
it's
get
Trejo's
Trejo's
Tacos. I actually
water.
never been there, so we should probably go.
But look, it has his face on it.
There it is, man.
Not sponsored at all, by the way.
Not even close.
It's just really good.
No one's going to sponsor us until we go on Creative Juice and get an investment.
Creative Juice, please sponsor us. Please sponsor us. Creative Juice. Creative Juice. Thank you.
I think they need a sponsor if they're gonna get the investors to.
Creative Juice, please invest in us. Please invest in us. Please invest in the Relevant Podcast. Buy the dips. Buy the dips. That is all.
Buy the dips.
Not financial advice.
Buy the dips, sell the tips. Or don't sell
does that
ever.
mean?
Just don't sell at all.
Just don't hold.
Dude, I read a thing today about. We should probably stop. I read a thing today about. I might not sell my. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. See ya.
What are you talking about?
See, I was gonna say the Bitcoin stuff. But
Hold.
No.
Hold the line.
Hold. All right.
Hold.